my name's Taylor.
And my name's Lauren.
And welcome to
Vet School in a Nutshell. Oh my god, we did so good. Okay, I swear I'm not hearing the same words that are coming out of my mouth out of your mouth, but maybe whatever.
Maybe the tandem thing ain't working.
We can do this. Anyways.
No, wait. I can say and welcome to it. You can say Vet School in a Nutshell.
Okay, but it's like
Okay.
Are we
Vet
ready?
School in a Nutshell.
Vet School in a Nutshell.
Hey, you got the words in.
Okay.
ASMR.
So now we're gonna take a brief intermission for some ASMR time.
Non-sponsored.
This is me on
Ooh, what are you doing?
Okay, and here is the most important ASMR you've ever heard.
Wait, we can't show the brand because we're not sponsored.
But if you want to sponsor us, we love seltzers. Okay. Anyways, all right, ready?
You like it? Merc Bet. What's this about? Okay, sorry.
Wait. Okay. All right, ready? Okay, I can't wait to hear that. All right, so
now to get the meat of the podcast.
Now that we're into it,
like that intro, we're cutting that, right?
The ASMR piece.
The whole thing.
No, that was all amazing.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, so
what are we trying to do?
Why are we here? What a great question. I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
So we're friends, and we obviously best friends. Some would say best friends. I don't know. But we obviously love hearing ourselves talk.
Obviously.
So it's like, what better way to hear ourselves talk all the time than to just like create a podcast? So. And
we're gonna be the only ones that listen to it, but when we're driving to school in the morning, 30-minute drive, I'll be like, let me just turn on myself because I love to listen to it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, and so like maybe, I mean, obviously I'm gonna get Rob to listen to it. For those of you who don't know, Rob is the love of my life, and he is my dog, and he is the most beautiful creature that has ever walked the planet.
Just say it.
He's a little cherub.
He's not.
He's a little cherub.
All right, we'll
post pictures of him.
We'll post
later.
Pictures, and we'll do like a poll.
And we can
with
see,
the
like,
whole 2 people that are gonna
how
watch
cute
this.
is Rob?
It's gonna be 50.
Scale of 1 to 100,000. I know everyone's gonna pick 100,001. So that's.
Or we could just do the Instagram slider with the hearty eyes. All the way up.
Yeah. But I know you're gonna be like, whoops. Oh,
it'll be
my finger slipped.
It'll be right in the middle.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be right in the middle.
Anyways, why are we here? Great question. Thank you for asking. So we just want to listen to ourselves talk now. That's like 52% of it. The rest of it, we're like, okay, well, when we were in vet school, I mean, we're currently in vet school. When we
are you telling me?
Yeah, I already graduated.
Graduated.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
No, when we were in like undergrad or maybe a master's program, I wouldn't know.
I literally wouldn't.
Side story for later. But we were like, okay, what is vet school really like? And let me tell you, we're here to tell you. And if you are in vet school and you want to tune in, because you're not just like having the absolute time of your life by yourself doing it what we're doing, you can listen to us tell you what we're also doing, so you can be like, oh my god, that's like
we're
what
also
doing.
Suffering, but a good kind of suffering.
But it's a good kind of suffering.
It's like
we wanted it.
Yeah, we asked
like
for
we
it.
begged for the suffering. And then like for the people who aren't in vet school and aren't trying to be in vet school, maybe you date someone who is in vet school, or you have a child who's in vet school and you're like, why do they never answer my phone calls, and why do they never text me back, and why? I
asked you that question, and I'm also in vet school. You can't lean on that excuse for everything.
I live on Do Not Disturb life, sorry. But you're part of my favorites, so all you gotta do is hit me up.
Thank you.
But anyways, that's why we're here. We just wanted to make a podcast.
We just want to talk about vet school, give advice,
talk about what we're doing all the time, and
ups and downs, ins and outs.
Well, there's some non-vet school stuff in there, too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch sports, but I know you do.
Go Dogs, baby. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
All right, well, I think that's enough for what we're trying to do here. As you can tell, we're super planned out.
So planned.
Super
if
planned.
they could see this Word document we have of like intro,
all
a
81
brief intro,
all 81 words of it.
I mean, if that doesn't completely describe how we are students, then what does?
Yeah. So, all right, let's get on to it. Let's give it's brief intro time. The Word document says it's brief intro time. So Taylor,
take it away.
I was gonna pretend a microphone, but we have one here.
Yes, Lauren. So
tell me everything.
Everything. Where do you want me to start? Birth or conception?
June 24th, 1994. Did you see how I knew that? Did you see how I knew that?
Okay.
Oh my god.
You can also add 7 p.m. at that.
I was born at 6:55 a.m. That really just had nothing to do with that, but like almost 7 a.m. Okay.
Almost
crazy.
Crazy.
And I've been tired ever since.
I'm still recovering.
I am honest to God still recovering because I'm still trying to catch up on my sleep. But anyways, enough about me and my birth. Go back to yours.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and skip the adolescent, potentially even high school years of my life.
What? We don't want to talk about middle school?
No.
Okay.
So
maybe a later episode.
We'll be like, what did you do during 5th grade? And I'll be like, I remember watching those videos, where they tell you about what happens when you're puberty.
I started math tutoring in the 5th grade, so.
Okay.
2 different waves of life. Walks of life. Waves of life. Waves of life.
Okay.
Anyways,
all right.
Go ahead.
We've been trying
to give the people what they want. Brief intro. It's word number 7 on our Word document. Let's go. Taylor, who are you?
My name's Taylor Wilson. Taylor Caleb Wilson, if you want to know my middle name.
Okay. Maybe too much?
Look me up. Okay, we'll bleep that part out. Taylor Wilson. So I grew up all over the United States. I was born in Colorado. I moved to California, Missouri, Virginia. It's where my parents live now, so we'll just go ahead and skip to that point. But I went to Lincoln Memorial University for undergrad, and I originally wanted to be an anesthesiologist.
Oh my god!
For human people, because I heard.
Do you know how much math you have to do for that? I was gonna be an AA, not like the Alcoholics Anonymous thing, but like anesthesiologist assistant.
Yeah.
That was when I took calculus. Anyways, and so sorry, I just made it about me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
But
okay.
I lost it. Where were we?
It's okay. Okay, for people listening and watching, the whole I lost it, just get used to it, because that's going to happen a lot.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I have crippling ADD.
Well,
my Adderall wore off like 2 hours ago? 3? I don't know. I got hungry, so it's off. It went off.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about my life.
And then I found out how much math I was going to have to do, and like,
we're going to have to cut the mic.
Okay.
Okay, wait, we can't, because we only have 1 mic. Hopefully 2 in the future.
Are you going to Donald Trump me? You're going to cut my mic?
Yeah, fired. Okay, we're not getting into politics here.
Okay. I'm
no
just saying.
Politics.
It's debate time. Cut my mic.
Cut your mic. Okay, so I wanted to be an anesthesiologist for humans, obviously, because I was driving cross country with my mom, and we listened to a radio show or whatever, and they were like, top grossing jobs, anesthesiologist, and I was like, I want to
make. I'm pretty sure they make the most money of like anyone else in the world. It's because
it's terrible.
It's terrible. There's so much math, and if you like look in the wrong direction for like 1 second, the person's dead.
So went to LMU for undergrad, and I knew they had a good medical school, and that's what I set myself up for. I went pre-med. I took all these courses, and let's just say I didn't have a fantastic advisor, because the person just straight up said, go ahead, schedule your classes. So I ended up taking classes that I shouldn't have taken.
You hate to see it.
That got me an extra year. But I also met amazing friends and decided I was going to switch to pre-vet because my friends were pre-vet.
Okay.
So I wasn't deciding I was going to go to vet school until I was a sophomore in undergrad.
Mm-hmm.
But we all move at our own paces. So sophomore in undergrad, started taking vet classes, and I set myself up for success. and by set myself up for success, I kicked myself in the butt and worked towards amazing grades because I didn't have the hottest first year. But maybe we'll get into like school in a later episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, undergrad, I applied for LMU, applied for some other schools, got into LMU, CVM.
Because you literally watched it get built from the ground
I
up.
watched it get built from the ground up, and I was like, I mean, obviously, I can't not apply.
I know.
And now that I'm here, I absolutely love it, and I'm having a good time. And I'm a third year. I guess I should mention that.
Yeah,
did I mention what year I'm at?
Tell the people who you are.
I am a third year at LMU.
What?
Who let me get this far?
I don't know.
So yeah, that's a brief synopsis, and I guess maybe in the future we can really dive deep into history.
Yeah, I think so too.
So tell me about yourself, Lauren.
So my name is Lauren Kreider. Not gonna tell you my middle name, even though I'm sure anyone out there could guess it because I have like the most basic name on the planet. Mine is Kreider. That one's kind of jazzy.
Okay.
That one's like, there's only like one other Lauren Kreider. She lives in Canada. We're friends on Facebook.
Okay.
And both of our favorite colors are blue. So I mean, obviously,
whose favorite color isn't blue?
I know. Chase doesn't have a favorite color, so like he's weird. But anyways, so enough about me and Canada, Lauren Kreider. I am from the amazing state of Georgia, Peach State. I love the Georgia Bulldogs. Kirby Smart, if you hear this, I love you. I don't know if this is ever gonna get to you, but
it's not.
On the off chance it does, I love you.
Say it into the camera. Say it into the camera.
Hot Rod, number 98. I'm looking at you.
So, obvious, Georgia.
I'm emotional thinking about the fact that one of them, both of them, hopefully, will see this / hear this and know that I love them. So, if you see this / hear this, Kirby Smart, Hot Rod, I love you both so much. Okay, so enough about the Georgia Bulldogs because go Dogs. How about them dogs? Am I right? Okay, anyway, so I am a second year vet student, also at Lincoln Memorial University. And sorry, I don't think I'm that strong. This is left-handed, so calm down. And anyways, I am from Georgia. I went to undergrad excuse me, at Georgia College and State University. Go Bobcats. Then I got my master's in poultry science.
And when did you finish that master's?
Finished it like 3 months ago.
Hell yeah, girl.
So
that's also another.
That's
story.
a whole other podcast.
That's a whole like podcast series.
That's like a whole podcast tangent series, like a mini series within a series. My master's alone, but. Anyways, 10,000 chickens later, I got into vet school. It took me 3 tries, if we're just like dabbling with a little bit. A little teaser for a later episode.
I guess I'll mention it took me once.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not a competition, but I lost.
It's not a competition.
It's not a competition, but I lost.
We all get here at different places.
But he's also a man, so it's a little bit easier for the men, but whatever.
We'll take it. Hey.
Yeah. Get it where you can. Get it where you can. But anyway, so like I said, I got my master's at University of Georgia. Go Dogs. And now I'm here, and I recently adopted the love of my life. His name is Rob.
You told the people.
Find him on Instagram, Rob Barker. Also, you should probably know that I am obsessed with The Price is Right. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you will see me post a picture of Drew Carey every single day when I watch The Price is Right at 11 a.m.
And what do you say?
When Drew Carey comes out, I take a picture of him and I say, I would die for you. And Drew Carey, if you're listening, I would die for you.
But...
And I've already planned out what I'm going to... So, let me take a small Price is Right tangent. So, I will be on The Price is Right one day. I just want that to be known. And I've already decided what my shirt's going to say.
What's going to say?
So, Drew Carey took on the sign-off line from... oh my god, maybe that should be our sign-off. Okay, what? Okay, anyway. So,
Yeah.
Bob Barker, the original, not my son Rob Barker, but follow him on Instagram. Bob Barker, the original Price is Right host.
Obviously.
He signs off every single episode with "Get your pet spayed and neutered to help control the pet population." So when I am on the Price is Right one day, my shirt is gonna say, "I'll get your pet spayed and neutered," because I'm gonna be a veterinarian. I know, that's crazy.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
That's pretty good.
I mean, anyways, I'm
That's
pretty
pretty
excited
good.
about it. And if you are planning on being on the Price is Right one day and you're a vet, and you steal my t-shirt, I will come for you. So that's it. But anyways, I think that's enough about me.
I think everybody knows all about you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a little bit.
A little bit.
There's always room for more. But anyways. So, why don't we get into the actual meat of this podcast?
The meat of the podcast. The creme de la creme.
Now that we've done our brief intros, let's
brief.
move on to the next line of our 81-word document.
Yes. What we're going to talk about.
What are we going to talk about this episode?
Lauren, what are we going to talk about this episode?
I'm going to tell you. So, somebody in this podcast performed surgery last week for the first time. And somebody in this podcast almost failed a class.
Okay, we've all been there.
So,
but you can tell you that story.
Guess who was which?
Hopefully you're not guessing the second you performed surgery. Although, honestly, pretty sure you could do it.
Oh my god, you mean it? Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. So.
Okay, so, drum roll please.
I'll ask you about your story.
Yeah. Okay, so which one do you think I am? I know you already know, but guess.
Well, I see you as a very intellectual person.
That's where you're wrong.
So obviously, it was you that almost failed.
Yes.
But
keyword almost.
Preface.
So
grades.
Grades don't define you, but they define me. But they don't define you. But they do define me.
Okay.
But they don't.
Okay, so Lauren.
Anyways.
Even though you've just been talking for a long time, I'll ask you, Lauren. Please tell me your story.
Okay,
about
so
your class that you almost.
Finish your sentence.
Okay, I'll start over.
Sorry,
it's okay. This is gonna be the whole podcast.
Okay,
Lauren, tell me all about how you almost failed a class.
Okay, well, let me set the scene for you. So it all started when COVID hit.
Rona.
Back in that nasty Rona. Anyways,
Where's she at? Where's she at?
Not in this house. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's true.
We wash our hands. We wear our masks. So.
And we don't go out in public because this is all we do.
Yeah, we just sit around and talk to each other.
Lincoln Memorial University, we are abiding by the Rona rules. Just setting the scene. We are abiding by the Rona rules.
We're basically roommates, so.
I mean, basically.
Yeah, we live right next to each other, so I basically live here, and he basically lives in my house. So, anyways, so where was I? What was I about to say?
Tell me about how you almost failed a class.
Okay, so I set the scene first. Let me set the scene. It all started when we transitioned to online vet school back after spring break. And March 2020. It's still this year. This has been the longest year of my entire life. And everyone's entire life. Even my nephew, because he was just born in July. So, longest year of his life too. Anyways, as I said earlier, I have crippling ADD. Crippling. It is crippling.
I'm sure that they obviously can tell.
No one can tell. And I know that. Because I hide it very well. Anyway, so, I'm just gonna be honest. I have no self-guidance. Self-discipline. I have none. When God made me, he was like, ADD, amazing looks, obviously, amazing personality, humor, all in the place, like, I'm the funniest person I know. And then it was like, self-discipline, oops, dropped it on the floor, and I didn't get any. So here I am, and I have no self-discipline at all. And fast forward to this semester, and they were like, take your first test in person. And then they were like, just kidding, we going online, dog. And other than labs, we are literally online for everything. And I Hate it. I absolutely hate it. I'm gonna be honest.
We all do.
There's no part that I like about it, except I did get a dog. I don't know if I mentioned him. His name is Rob. Follow him on Instagram, Rob Barker. Okay.
I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Oh my god. Anyway, so I got this dog, and so that makes it good. But like, I wake up at like 10:45 every day, just in time for The Price is Right, and obviously I have to watch The Price is Right, and then I watch the 12:30 news. And I have to text
you and say, stop watching TV.
I watch the 12 o'clock news, and then I've recently become a fan of The Young and the Restless. They got me. They got me. They had a plot line that really.
We gotta cut your cable.
Anyways, and so all that being said, it's all. I just don't make time for myself to actually sit down and do my schoolwork, and
because you don't have the structure.
Because I have no structure. There is no structure. The only time in my day that is like, we gotta make it.
Yeah.
Is 11 a.m. when The Price is Right is on, and other than that, there is none.
If only you could do that for the online lectures that are scheduled.
Well, if they were live, I think it would be better. But most of them are just like pre-recorded, and I'm just like, I'll watch them later. Anyway, so we started out with this class, and just
what's the class?
It's called Clinical Pathology, and it is
for
so hard.
For those who are in vet school, you may know that this is one of the primo courses that are very important in becoming a veterinarian.
It's so tough because
it's so tough.
I've worked as a vet tech for 8 years, and I've seen the IDEX reports come out, and I'm like, I don't know what this means, but one day I will. And then it's like, I'm in that class, and I'm supposed to know what it is now, and I'm like, I still don't know. Anyways, because I almost failed the class, but anyways, I just started out on the wrong foot. We have this ClinPath professor who literally wrote the book. 100% literally wrote the book.
Brilliant man.
Reads the PowerPoints. So it's like not my favorite teaching style, but like it gets the job done. It's actually not up there at all in my favorite teaching styles. Because I do know how to read. But anyways,
we need it to be dumbed down for us.
I just need you to tell it to me like I'm 5 years old. And if you could just do that with everything.
This a red blood cell.
Yeah, thank you.
This one, that's a white blood cell. Got it.
Okay. Heinz bodies. Why does that always make me think of ketchup? I don't know.
Maybe because it's Heinz ketchup.
Exactly, but it's actually supposed to mean something. I still don't know. Anyways, maybe I shouldn't have passed the class. Okay, anyway, so
you know what it means.
Toxicities. The toxicity. An onion toxicity.
Yes.
Yes. Oh
Good job.
I'm smart. Okay, so anyways,
I hope that's right.
That's 100% right. We talked about it like 3 days ago.
Okay.
So anyways, we'll cut it out if it's wrong. So I basically just started out on a bad foot, and it was just like I started out really, really bad, and I literally failed like 4 exams back to back, and I never fail exams. Like, I failed some anatomy exams, 1 parasitology exam, but it was barely, so it doesn't even really count. And I don't fail exams, and that's just not like who I am. And then I just kept failing them. I kept failing them.
It's soul crushing.
It didn't even matter how hard I tried. Like, I just kept failing them. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm actually dumb, and maybe I shouldn't actually be here. And then the heavens opened up, and a beacon of light by the name of Dr. S descended from the heavens, and he came in and he said, hey girl, I know you're #failing the heck out of this class, so let me help you out. But also, it wasn't just me. I want to state that there was like literally 3/4 of our class was failing. So it wasn't just me. I mean, it felt like it was just me because I'm in school by myself, but it wasn't just me. And then Dr. S, literally the heavens opened. Dr. S descended down and was like, let me help all of you people. And then I made a 95 on my first exam with him.
Heck yeah.
And then I failed the second one with him. So I was back when I started. But we had our final last week, and I was so nervous because I was like, oh my God, I'm about to fail this class. And
make or break moment.
Like, it was I was about to fail that class, and I'd been talking to Dr. Schexnader. Excuse me, I don't know. I mean, he's probably cool with it, but
We'll cut that out too.
and I was talking to him, and he was like, "Listen, you've got this." And I told him, I was like, I had Zoom meetings with him, and I was like, "Listen, I have no confidence in myself because I have failed every single one of these exams except for the one that I have with you where I made that 95, and I feel like an idiot, and it's so heartbreaking because one, I'm actually finding out for the first time in my life that I might actually be stupid. Two,
You're not stupid.
the receipts say otherwise. And then two, I don't remember what I was about to say. Two, this is so important. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do this every single day, and I straight up do not know what I'm doing, and that is terrifying. And I'm like, I'm gonna be the worst vet ever, even if they do let me out of here alive. I'm gonna be the worst vet ever. But I like talked to my professor and talked to him, and I was like, I swear, like I really did not think I was dumb, but maybe I am. And then I talked to him, and everything was fine. And he was like, hey, like you got this. He told me to be confident in myself, and he was like, I'm not trying to trick you, like this is vet school, like we know it's hard, we're not trying to trick you, in addition to like make sure that you really know critical information. And so shout out to my professor for being amazing. And anyways, I had my final last week, and I could only miss like 8 and pass the class. And it was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. But I literally studied
vet school.
Hashtag vet school in a nutshell. And anyways, but I passed. I made like an 82. So I have officially passed that class. And
that's awesome.
I honestly did not think I would ever say those words because I was failing it for so long.
Can we cheers to that?
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Because in the end, passing is all that matters.
That C equals DVM.
Does C equal good DVM? Jury's still out.
Jury's out. Does C equal residency? Does C equal keep all your scholarships?
But C keeps you in vet school.
But C equals DVM. And we're going to learn everything out there in the field anyways. So you just got to get past it.
You're definitely going to have to review.
Well, yeah, but it's like all the vets I've ever talked to, they're like, when you graduate, you're going to know nothing.
Yeah.
So we're going to teach you everything whenever you graduate. So maybe I'll actually learn ClinPath out in the field.
Eventually.
Okay, so now that we've officially told the story about how I almost failed a class in vet school, and I lived. Didn't think it would happen. And I passed, so I also didn't think it would happen. Anyways, enough about me. Taylor, what did you do last week?
So last week, I did what every vet student dreams of. I think.
For sure.
Maybe.
For sure.
So, I performed surgery for the first time.
Heck yes.
And it was on a dog. And she lived.
Oh my god. Wow.
But But I performed my very first spay or ovariohysterectomy.
Wow.
Use those big words.
Nice.
Use those doctor words, right?
OAG.
OAG. So yeah, I performed my very first spay.
Okay.
With a little bit of hand holding from some doctors in the room.
Well, of course.
But a live tissue, live patient, and I did it.
Nice.
And I was super nervous.
Tell us everything.
So, I mean, you lived it, but I thought I was going to, frankly, poop my pants walking up in there. And
not to mention, Taylor was literally so nervous for like 2 weeks leading up to it, and he was just in this like funk where he was like, I'm nervous. And then I would be like, dude, you're gonna be so good. And he's like, if another person tells me I'm gonna do amazing, I'm gonna kill them, because
not really though.
I am not gonna do amazing. And I'm like, okay, sorry for the confidence and compliments.
Telling you,
I know when it happens to me.
If anything could hit me harder, it was imposter syndrome this semester. It is real. But I truly think that I've overcome that hurdle. We'll see again next week when I'm anesthetist. But yeah, I performed my first spay, and I was super nervous leading up to it. Like you said, I had zero self-confidence in it. I so we practice on these models. You're practicing on it now. All second year, we practice on models, which is awesome that our school can do this because it gets us the mechanical movements down and everything.
Muscle memory and everything.
Muscle memory. So when you walk in, you're just like, I'm a robot. I know how to. No, not a robot, but like.
Yeah, but you're like, hey, I've done some of these movements before.
My hands have been in these positions.
Yeah.
And I just didn't expect. I just didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. I thought I was gonna get in and I was going to mess it up. I thought I was going to ligate or like clamp off like part of the intestines or really mess it up somehow. And I didn't. Spoilers. But leading up to it, what my group and I did, we just kind of like, did a dry run. We made sure we had everything. We really worked throughout all the kinks. And the night before, I told myself, I'm going to practice all these knots. I'm going to practice all these things. I'm going to practice on your model. And what did we do that evening?
Nothing.
We just chilled.
Yeah, we just chilled. Which is what you needed. You needed to chill out.
We just chilled, which was honestly the best thing for me because I didn't sit there and stress and worry about the whole thing. So surgery was 8 a.m. I'm not a morning person.
Me neither.
But I was definitely a morning person that day because I woke up at 5:45 like, nah, here we go.
Yeah.
But honestly...
Did you have a kennel shift that morning too?
Yes. But my group mate took it for me so I could focus on surgeon duties.
Oh, that's so nice.
Because I had to write a soap.
That is so nice.
Which, for people who don't know, a soap is basically a report that you put on make for the animal. And during surgery week, you got to make one every morning before the day starts, just to make sure your animal's okay. So, wrote my soap, felt good about it. We got in, we set up our prep. Well, our prep station was already prepped and ready, and I wasn't really stressing because like, it's not my job yet. Like I hadn't like. By the time we started in the morning, it takes about an hour to get everything set up before you actually cut because you have to get the animal anesthetized, sedated, whatever, prepped and everything. And I was like, it's not my time. It's not my time. I don't have to worry about anything yet. Like, obviously I was helping, but I was like, we're not doing surgery yet. And we got the animal in there and set it all up. And I was like, it's my time to shine. And I had to go scrub in. And I was like, hope I remember how to do this because I haven't done this in like 6 months. I did it. No worries. Of course. It's not that hard to wash your hands for 5 minutes. But I got in, gowned up, put my gloves on like a pro. So I guess that's not that hard to do. But yeah. But as soon as I was gowned and gloved, it kind of just like clicked, and I just told myself, you got this. You can do this. You've been practicing for a long time. You have plenty of help. You have an assistant, which makes everything a lot easier as well. And I just got in there, and it happened. I guess. I guess I'm not gonna walk through the entire procedure because it's like a lot. And as a first time, it took me a whole not 2 hours, an hour and like 30 to 40 minutes. But that's with like you have to like have stops and checks and everything. So we're gonna work on that time, but. Got it done, and I sat there and I was like, oh my gosh, I did it. I actually did it. I performed my first surgery, and I'm riding that high, right, still to this day. But as soon as it was done, as soon as I like took off my gown and gloves, I was like, oh my god. Almost like jittery. I was like, I did it. Yeah, it's like adrenaline rush. And I was like, I actually did it. I can't believe I did it. And
of course you did.
And then I had to be like, okay, well, we're still working with this patient. So we had to like get the dog to recovery and whatnot. But yeah. And then I promptly crashed because the adrenaline finally left my system. And I was like, I am so exhausted.
Nice. Well, what would you say to people like our friends who are your friends who are going to be performing their first day this week? Like, what would you say?
What I would say is you definitely got this. You've been practicing for this long, and I mean, you've gotten this far for a reason. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And that goes the same for you, girl. Next year, thanks. When it's your turn, you got this.
Thanks.
And I definitely have to give you a pep talk because
Oh
I
my
know
gosh,
you're gonna
yeah.
be the same thing as me. I'm like, you're like, oh, I can't do this.
Imposter syndrome all the time.
It's so real. It
So
is
real.
so real. So, but yeah, I performed my first surgery, and then this week I'm assistant, so I don't have to do that much work. Except I gotta do all the lab work, and I gotta help. But that's it.
All the lab work. So the Clin Path.
The
the Clin
I
Path.
do the ClinPath,
Oh,
and I'm
gosh.
gonna be pulling up eClinPath and being like, "What is this?"
The
mean?
best website ever. The best. You know it's good if I add it to my bookmarks.
And it's permanent. And you're moving that up to like one of the first
And
ones.
it's like right, yeah, it's like right next to all my other. I don't even know what my other bookmarks are. That should tell you. I don't even know my Blackboard. Yeah, I think LMU mail.
But yeah.
Anyways, well,
that was our highs and lows.
I'm so proud of your highs and lows.
Well,
no, oh my god.
Yours was kind of a low, but like it ended on a high note.
Okay,
mine started on a low note, ended on a high note as well.
We should do Peach and Pit.
What?
Peach and Pit. Come on, Peach and Pit?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, well, we used to do it in summer camp all the time.
Okay.
So.
This is a Georgia thing?
No.
Peaches?
Oh my god, no. It's a thing. It's a thing. Anyway, so you say your peach of. Why don't we do our peach of the day and our pit of the day?
Okay, you gotta explain this to me.
Okay, so it's like our high of the day is our peach, you know, sweet little juicy peach.
Okay.
And then our pit, what's inside the peach, the part you spit out. Is like the low part of your day.
Okay.
So, why don't you tell me your peach and pit of the day? Why don't we add this to our podcast?
Okay, we need a peach and pit.
Okay, so tell me your
of the day.
Of the day, yeah.
I guess I cleaned my apartment. I really didn't do much today.
Oh my god, that was gonna be my peach. What the heck?
I can share. Let me share peach.
Okay, same peach.
Let me share peach.
It's a juicy peach.
I cleaned my apartment and we started our podcast.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
And we've been putting this off.
We've been talking about this for forever. Yeah.
At least the setup for a month.
Yeah.
But
okay, what was your pit?
My pit. Not watching my lectures.
Yeah, that should probably be my pit, but it's not. My pit is that.
Oh, your peach is cleaning.
Well, I'll tell you. I was gonna say my positive one last.
Okay.
And so my pit would be that I had no idea I had a group project due tomorrow at 8 a.m. And I learned that I had a group project due at 8 a.m.
That's tough.
At like 10:45, just before The Price is Right. And so I had to like get that together. I did it like an hour ago. But anyways, so that's beside the point. And then my peach would probably be that I took. I don't know. Let me back it up. I think my pit might be that I ordered Rob's dog food, and instead of sending it to my house, I accidentally sent it to my old house in Athens.
Oh!
Yeah, so isn't that fun?
So that's where it went.
So that's why my dog is starving. Not really. I made him some chicken and carrots and rice. He actually eats better than I do.
Did he actually eat the carrots this time?
Oh my god. Well, if I boil them, he eats them.
He's so spoiled. This man was on the streets.
On the streets.
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
He was on the streets, and now he's like, can I get some boiled carrots and chicken?
And I go, you can get whatever you want, my little cherub. And so, anyways, yeah. So I think that was probably my pit. So now, whenever I go home at Christmas time, I'm gonna have to skirt on over to Athens. Luckily, two of my best friends live there.
Oh, okay.
In my old apartment, so
like,
that's cool. So they're just like, okay, why did this giant bag of dog food come here? And then Chase was like, why don't you just get them to mail it to you? It was a 30-pound bag of food. That is going to be like $1 million in shipping. So I was like, y'all just hold on to it. I'll come get it later.
And Purina sends it to you for $2 flat rate.
Yeah, exactly. So now I had to order him some more. Hopefully this one actually comes to me. Who knows? Anyway, so that's probably my actual pit. But I don't know. Maybe
that's a good pit.
The group project was also an extra pit. I had a peach with 2 pits. That's
a really bad peach.
But my peach was that I cleaned my entire apartment today while I was putting off the group project.
Wow, way to copy mine.
Yeah, but I did like so much laundry, and my entire apartment smells like Downy Unstoppables now. The best scent in the world. Feel free to sponsor us.
Hashtag
Anyways, Downy Unstoppables. The blue scent, whatever, the fresh scent. Anyways, so all right, I think that wraps up our first podcast.
Does it wrap it up?
I think it wraps it up.
Do we have anything else?
What else is on our 81 word document? Okay, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, all right.
Well,
What do you hope to accomplish this week?
Well, it is week 2 of 3 weeks of surgery, so I guess I could mention this. Third year in the fall semester, we have 3 weeks of surgery. Last week was our first week, and then this is our second week, and we transition between 3 jobs. We are the surgeon, the assistant, and the anesthetist. So this week I'm the assistant, so I kind of have like an off week, but there's still plenty of important jobs that I have to do. But I guess my goal for this week is to be very helpful in surgery and help my team do an awesome job.
Yay.
On Thursday. I think Thursday.
Yeah.
That's when I'm doing surgery. Well, that's when I'm assisting in
I
surgery.
think it's Thursday.
Thursday. So that would be my goal.
Okay.
And to stay caught up with schoolwork.
Yeah. My goal is we have a new class starting this week, even though it's November.
One health.
Vet Path 2.
Vet Path 2.
And I am hoping to get a 100 on my exam next week.
You will.
So I need to study for those 2 classes. So hopefully I will get on the ball with stuff and really get some self-discipline going.
And your first test is Monday? Or
yes.
This test is Monday?
It's
so the next podcast will be post-exam.
Yeah, what did I do?
And you can follow up.
With how I did, yeah.
And if it's good, she'll definitely tell you. If it's bad,
I'll still tell you. Because this is honest. This is honesty hour.
Honesty hour.
All right, well, I think that's all we got for right now.
That's all we got.
Hopefully you liked it. If you did, you can feel free to...
All 45 minutes? We said
Oh my God.
we were like...
Well, we're going to cut some stuff out.
We're going to cut some stuff out.
But hopefully you liked it. And if you did, you can feel free to follow us on Instagram. It's at Vet School in a Nutshell. There's some underscores in there just because it got a little busy.
We're gonna put it like...
We'll link it.
It'll be like right
Swipe
here.
Up.
It'll be
Swipe
like right
up.
here, like somewhere in here. It'll be on the page somewhere. And then we also have an email, vetschoolinanutshell@gmail.com.
So if you have anything that you want us to talk about, or if
questions,
you just
comments,
have questions,
if you want to tell us we're ugly,
go for it.
Go
I'm
for
here.
it, but please.
If
please
you think
don't.
my voice sounds weird, that makes 2 of us. So let's go for it. So yeah, hit us up, email us, whatever.
But what we'd like to do, is eventually have a mass amount of following that we get tons of questions and we can pick like so many questions.
Q&As.
Yeah, we do Q&As, and you can ask us like, what's your favorite animal? What's your favorite
animal?
Stop. What's your favorite, like, whatever, or just like literally ask us any question. It does not have to be vet school related.
Yeah. We are more than just vet students. I know it doesn't seem like it to us, but we are more than just vet students. So yeah, if you want to hit us up with,
if you have relationship problems, we are more than happy to talk about it on here.
Yeah. And you have a weird spot on you, we're gonna tell you to go see a doctor. But if you want us to personally tell you, we will. The only thing we will not answer, because we are legally not allowed to, is veterinary advice. Because we're vet students. Yeah. And even if we were veterinarians, that's not allowed.
And even if we were veterinarians, we would...
You need to make an appointment.
We would tell you the same thing.
We have loans to pay off people.
Although we do love all of our animals.
Oh, but yeah, I mean,
we love animals.
Yeah, we
love
animals.
The only thing we can't answer is veterinary advice because we legally cannot. And our only advice would be...
you can send it to us, but we're not going to be able to talk about it on the podcast.
The only thing that we will say is you need to go to your...
You should consult your local veterinarian.
Yeah. But you should have done that anyway, but also...
don't feed your dog chocolate.
If you have a friend, family member, acquaintance that's in vet school, please don't send them a message on Facebook saying, Does this weird lump on my dog, like, does it need to go to the vet? Because we're just going to say, yeah, you should probably go to the vet.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Honestly, we don't know that much.
No. I don't know if you guys know, but I almost failed a class last week, so you don't want to ask me anything.
I know how to do surgery.
Oh my God, ask him. Don't ask me.
Don't ask me. But seriously, that's the only... Ask us literally anything else.
Literally ask us anything. Whatever you want us to talk about.
Ask... Okay, ask...
Anime.
AMA. Ask me anything. That's what it stands for.
I've never heard of that.
Okay, well,
What is that, like my Kick account? Ask me on Kick. Whatever that thing.
No.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's the thing.
Anyway, that tangent aside, ask us any questions you want and hit us up on social. Hopefully, it's not just gonna be us watching this.
Hopefully, yeah.
But yeah, so
And wherever you are, we hope you have a great day. So
you're gonna do awesome. But in case nobody has told you this today,
you are beautiful.
and you're smart,
You make a difference.
and you matter.
And we hope you have a fabulous day.
A fabulous week,
Thank you for tuning in.
and we'll see you
Next time.
Okay, are we finishing each other's?
Sandwiches!